consider it the greatest regret of my life. A single error completely altered the course of my life, beginning with the arrival of divorce papers one fateful day. As I awoke that morning, the absence of my husband profoundly affected me. The familiar presence I had grown accustomed to was no longer there. I longed for his scent, his laughter, and the sound of his voice. After 14 years of marriage, he was no longer by my side. How could one lapse in judgment have such dire consequences? Let me take this opportunity to share my story with you. By subscribing to my channel, you can benefit from the lessons learned through my personal experiences and avoid making similar mistakes. Your thoughts and support are valuable to me, so please engage with this content by leaving a comment and liking the video. Now that you're a subscriber, let's delve into my narrative. My husband and I, both 36 years old, have been a couple for 16 years and married for 14. We are blessed with two lovely daughters, aged 13 and 12. Approximately 3 months ago, I committed a grave error by engaging in a one-time extramarital affair with a coworker, an action that I deeply regret. I still struggle to fully comprehend my motivations for my actions. Initially, it appeared that work consumed me to the point where I felt undervalued and neglected. Yet, deep down, I realize that this explanation falls short of the truth. I am currently piecing together the factors that led me to make that decision. It all began during our college days when we met and quickly formed an unbreakable bond. He was not just my closest confidant, but also my soulmate. Our shared adventures, dreams, and life experiences filled our days with endless love and joy. The arrival of our daughters only strengthened our connection further. We weathered life's storms together, always supporting each other through thick and thin. However, as the demands of work and parenting mounted over time, our relationship began to strain. Our once free-flowing conversations became less frequent, and our moments of closeness dwindled. I found myself yearning for the love and attention we once shared. When my co-workers started showing interest in me, it offered a fleeting reprieve from the isolation I was experiencing. Regrettably, I made a lapse in judgment, but I was quick to come clean and confess my mistake to him the following day. Overwhelmed by guilt and shame, I confessed to my husband about the mistake I made. Initially shocked, he then lashed out and called me hurtful names that I felt I deserved. I even thought I deserved harsher treatment. I admitted to him that what had started as innocent flirting had led to a regretful night together. I wished in that moment that I had been involved in an accident rather than causing the pain I did. In an effort to show my commitment to regaining his trust, I ceased all communication with my co-worker and handed my phone over to my husband. I conveyed to him that I was prepared to do whatever it took to earn his forgiveness. I even mentioned the possibility of divorce, understanding the gravity of my actions. My husband, who is not usually inclined to offer second chances, indicated a desire to end our marriage. However, the onset of quarantine forced us to remain together at home for 2 months without making a final decision. The first month was marked by a chilly atmosphere where he only engaged with me regarding practical matters. I sought to give him space by sleeping on the couch. Despite the difficulties, I resolved to make amends and pleaded with him to consider giving our relationship another chance. If he ever expressed interest in giving it another try, I was fully prepared to commit wholeheartedly to the process. Despite his initial distance and hurtful words, there was a shift in the second month. He began engaging with me in daily conversations, and we even watched movies together as a family. It started to feel like there was hope for reconciliation, and I was excited about the prospect of reuniting our family. Our friendship slowly started to mend, and he even invited me back into our shared bed. I encouraged him to open up about his feelings and thoughts. Over time, we connected more deeply, spent quality time together as a family, and grew closer. I started to feel optimistic about our progress, even though I wished I had suggested marriage counseling earlier. One evening, as we were relaxing and chatting in our bedroom, I sensed a genuine rekindling of our connection. In that moment, I regret what happened next the most. I made a move, playfully straddling him as we shared a laugh. We locked eyes, and in that moment of instinct, our connection seemed to be. We started kissing, feeling a sense of youthfulness. However, he soon began to cry and asked me to stop, revealing the hurt I had caused him. It was a heart-wrenching realization. I apologized before we headed to bed, but the fear of driving him away lingered. 2 days later, he made the painful decision to move forward with the divorce, saying that he couldn't continue despite our efforts in recent months. Though I wanted to salvage our relationship, I agreed to his decision. We had already agreed on fair divorce terms, including shared custody of our daughters. Helping him pack for a trip, we shared a tearful hug. Upon his return, a bittersweet mix of joy and sadness enveloped me as we interacted. I received the divorce papers today, feeling the weight of losing my best friend due to my own mistakes. I miss his infectious smile dearly. His laughter lingers in my memories. His absence felt keenly as I yearn for his presence. Regret weighs heavily on my heart, knowing that I have caused pain to the one I hold dearest. If only I could turn back time and undo the mistakes I've made. Yet here I am, pouring out my emotions through tears, facing the reality that the past cannot be changed. I long for him to understand the depth of my remorse and the sincerity of my desire to make amends if given the chance. My love for him is unwavering, and I am willing to go to great lengths to earn his forgiveness, though the fear of losing him forever looms large.